To answer the question of what inspires me, it would really be dependent on the time frame of my life. So when I was a kid, I didn't have many friends at all, but I had a lot of like little toys like rubber monsters and dinosaurs and King Kong and Godzilla, and I would make them fight and that kind of stuff. A lot of boys probably did that same thing. And then later on in my early teens, I got my first drum set, and that's when I discovered I had the ability to play music. That was extremely inspiring, and I spent the next 5-6 years diving into learning how to play instruments, and that was my inspiration. I get my first record deal, early 20s, and then my inspiration was poured into my music from things like movies, comic books, video games, sci-fi novels. I'm really sci-fi oriented, that's kind of my thing. And then now, kind of where I'm at in life, what really mostly inspires me is the gear, like synthesizers, guitars, guitar pedals, distortion. Like there's just so many things, and I can pull a lot of inspiration from just the sound coming out of a synthesizer per se. Can start a whole idea that turns into an entire song. So as a guy who makes sound and music for a living, it's safe to say that music plays a huge part in setting the space of a world. When I was younger, in the 80s, I saw Blade Runner for the first time, and many times after, and that movie impacted me on many levels, but it was the score that really cemented it. That Vangelis score to that movie is still one of my favorite scores of all time, and that is why the movie had such an impact on me. So when I get that question in the modern day, I say, okay, let's take a modern movie trailer like maybe Blade Runner 2049, strip all the music out of there, and insert the theme song to Dora the Explorer, and tell me if music makes a difference. I think the answer is unanimously yes.
I think it's very important, and I think it may be crucial, because the soundtrack is usually what stays in my head, so it can change the whole overview of the movie or the game, and I still remember some soundtracks of the games I played as a child. I just wanted to do something creative, and I've been a listener of electronic music for years, so it was quite an easy choice.
I was never interested in the music industry. I was only ever interested in music and making music. But in order to survive as an artist, I had to be part of the music industry and learn. And I learned some hard lessons. I signed some really bad deals, but survived it. I managed to survive it. And that actually was the impetus to me starting my own label, which is FiXT. And because of all the bad deals I had in the music industry, I wanted to be a representation of something much better than that. So we have over 30 artists and growing, and there's a lot of great things happening. And I'm excited to be part of the music industry, but not in the way that people used to think of the music industry.